What is up, guys? TJ Got Kicks 89 here, back with another video. We are chasing the very last moments of sunlight that we have, and I'm using a ring light right now, so I hope this turns out okay. But I wanted to get this video out for you guys. This is, as you can tell, the Axion collaboration with Brooklyn Projects. Dom from Brooklyn Projects always said that he wanted a pair of Axions as a signature model, but he didn't as a pro skater. But now he actually gets his own signature colorway of an unreleased model from Axion, one of Kareem Campbell's signature pro models. It is the Nutek. On the size tag it reads Nutek BP. They didn't have a size 9.5, so I just go with a size down. But the colorway is black and coral. Style code is 334-880. And this is the box that it comes in. All around the box, it's basically color coded exactly like the shoe. You got the mesh and the gold hits. I love the top, it's so dope. The back, you got that, and this is the bottom of the shoe, which is exactly the design of the sole of the shoe. So this box opens up in a very interesting manner. It opens up like this. So I'm not gonna try to ruin this box because I think it's a real nice box. So I'll just put this down real quick. In the box, you get the same paper that you did with the Genesis. It's just basically the Axion logo all over the paper. Just look at my Genesis video, it's the same thing. We don't care much about the packaging, but what is important is the shoes. And before we get to the shoes, spare pair of laces, and you have Axion on those tips. Don't know if you can see that, but there it is. And a sneak peek of the shoe. Drop the laces. So this is the Nutek, guys. The Axion Nutek, Kareem Campbell's signature shoe. I don't have any idea when these released exactly, but I would have, if I was to give an educated guess, it could have released somewhere in early 1997 to 1999, because in 2002 that's when Axion closed shop, and I found that out after the Japan tour video. But let's get into the shoes, because I believe I can safely say that I'm probably one of the Malaysians that have this shoe, and it brings a lot of memories. I've always loved Axion as a brand because I love the way Kareem Campbell was. Yes, I was introduced to Kareem Campbell through Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, but that is besides the point. The main point is that you could never really get Axion shoes here in Malaysia. Even Extreme didn't bring them in. Extreme brought Circus in, Extreme brought Americas in, but never did they ever bring in Axions. When I finished school in 2006, there was a skate shop in Mid-Valley. Guys, if you're from Malaysia and you're watching this, please reminisce with me and tell me what the name of the store is. But there was this skate shop right where A&W stands now in Mid-Valley. There was also a skate park in Mid-Valley, if you guys remember. But that store had, they sold used pairs of skate shoes. I'm not sure if they were local or overseas, or probably from Singapore. So I finished school and I was there with a couple of homies, walked into that skate shop where A&W is standing now, and I saw an all white pair of, I believe, the KCK2s, which look exactly like those Reeboks with the straps. All white for just, I think, 100 ringgit. And my homie, Nublan Zaki, rest in peace, man. We all love you, we all miss you dearly. I sent him to go to Mid-Valley to go buy those shoes with 150 in his hand, just in case he found something else. And lo and behold, he came back empty-handed because the shop goddamn closed. So this is my this is my saving grace. This is my come up, and I believe God is great. So I finally have a pair of these. I got these with the Investor 60 discount on Axion. They basically costed me about 480 with shipping to Malaysia, so that's great. But I'm ranting a little bit too much, but let's get into the shoes. So the shoe is primarily a leather build. This is a coated leather from this toe cap right here, and that is triple stitched. And behind there, you've got this lining, this 3M lining. I believe you could see it in the ring light, but it is probably reflecting like a bitch right now. 3M lining and this black and red mesh underneath, forming the main toe section of the shoe. For lace holes, you've got just old school lace loops, and behind there you have no lace holes, no backup lace holes or internal lace savers whatsoever. So whenever this busts when you're skateboarding, it's gonna be gone. So if you are gonna skate this, you might probably just want to shoe glue this side so that it doesn't fall away and you have no laces, nowhere else to lace your shoes through. On the middle part here is the most interesting part. I believe this may have been rubber in most of the early Nutek models, but this reminds me a lot of what Vans, Etnies, Airwalks, and Vision footwear used to do for all of their late 80s to early 90s shoe, where you would basically have this reinforced area for ollies. It's called a reinforced ollie area, obviously. So this is the part that's gonna take most of the blunt of the ollie and kick flips and all that stuff, and it probably will save your laces from shredding up too quickly. I could be wrong, I haven't skated a shoe that's designed like this, but I believe that's what it's for. Carrying over to the midsection of the shoe, you've got more of that black coated leather forming the laces as well. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these lace holes, and then you have that same reflective lining through that midsection over there. Continuing, you've got more layers of the black suede. There's a lot of layers on this shoe, guys. Carrying over to the top, you've got this plastic eyelet done up in gold, and that you've got also, obviously you've got two holes where you can lace your laces through, and that's basically it. To the back of the shoe, you've got more of this same leather on the back. You've got Brooklyn on this side and Projects on this side, so that just forms the heel of the shoe, and that to me is a really dope detail. Sorry. And carrying over to the medial side, the other side of the shoe, it's basically the same thing as this side of the shoe. So nothing much there. You've just got, yeah, pretty much the same thing. You've even got the same lace, the same ollie hole protection just in case for no complies or some shit like that. Kareem Campbell skated a lot of transition, so this probably might have helped him. So going over to the sole, you've got this translucent red sole, and it's stitched in the front. I love it when skate shoe companies do that because it prevents the shoes, I mean, it gives the shoe a longer life expectancy basically. So yeah, so you don't really have to re-glue this shit once it's done. Obviously it's gonna blow away with skateboarding wear, but it basically keeps the sole firmly attached to the front of the shoe, and I like that because I wear my shoes for a really long time. Going over to the midsole of the shoe. You've got this chambered full-length airbag, basically. So that's from the front to this heel side right here, and they've got this white stripe, which is basically just painted white. It's basically the same material as the black section of the sole. And somewhere here, you've got an Axion logo, just to give you guys an indication that this is the Axion APS system, or the air pressure system, APS, that's what it stands for. Over on the heel, you've got an Axion logo done up in, oh, it's not colored, sorry, but it's there in that translucent red sole. Same thing on the medial side. Now, best part about this shoe is the sole, guys. The sole. So the sole is just this really interesting vector pattern. Over in there you can see BP, which stands for Brooklyn Projects, and this pattern carries over to the heel of the shoe, and over the heel of the shoe you can see you've got an Axion logo branding right there. So that is essentially the shoe. Let's just get into the laces that come with the shoe. So stock laces are this red black cord laces. It is basically black and just has red cords in it, and this has Axion on the lace tip. Same thing with the black laces that come with the shoe. On the inside you've got the size tag. Oh damn, we didn't talk about the tongue. So the tongue says Brooklyn Projects right there. This is not something like the links where you can lace through, so it's gonna, your laces are gonna go over this and cover this up when you have the shoe done up. and you've got the Kareem Campbell Axion logo on the top there, and that comes with most of Kareem Campbell's shoes, I believe. So we're looking forward to what the Nuteks has in 2023, and I think most of us who are fans of the brand are really looking forward to the massive releases that Axion has going on for 2022 right now. On the inside, you've got a black liner, very heavily padded. Actually, not as heavily padded on the heel and the collar, but very heavily padded on the tongue. And the tongue is not overly D3 puff, but it is a good amount of puff. I would like to say this is like a mid puff, a little bit puffier than what's on the Marana and Jocelyn, but this is a good amount of puff just to keep your board chops and all that stuff, and just basically makes the 90s aesthetic of the shoe. On the inside, you have an ortholite insole, blue, and on the heel it says Axion and Brooklyn Projects right over there. So that is essentially the shoe, guys. Oh, and on the inside you've got like this foam strobo board. So it's something that what's his name? I think Alfonso Rawls did it with Axion, but it basically Alfonso Rawls did it with most of the Osiris shoes that he was designing. So if you pull out like one of those VLC models from Osiris in 2012 to 2015, you would see that under the insole they have like this foam liner which makes up the strobo board of the shoe, and that just cushions the impact a little bit more, and obviously lends to step in and walking comfort when you're just strolling about. So wish more companies would do that, but instead nowadays you have Nike's full-length strobo. If Nike did something with skateboarding with a full-length strobo, they might have done something, but I haven't really tested out that. I don't know what shoe probably has a full-length strobo, but I'm not giving Nike any ideas. They've got like a whole think tank, like the Alpha Project. Revive that, Nike. But this is essentially the Nuteks Brooklyn Projects collab. This is the only Nuteks colorway available from Axion right now, I believe. Good people over at Axion, you have a lot of colorways lined up for 2023, I believe. So we're all looking forward to that. And this is the Kareem Campbell version. This is the Brooklyn Projects version of the Nuteks. I believe that if it was murdered out black, it would have fit the whole aesthetic, but having the red lining back the mesh just adds a whole other vibe. The reflective piping around the toe and the sides just also add a different flavor. The heel tab here, which I forgot to mention, is also pretty nice. The leather used here is pretty damn nice, I believe, and Axion has always been putting out quality products for skateboarding fans and the skateboarding community worldwide. So this is essentially the Nuteks. I think I am one of the Malaysians that have this shoe. Glad to have this shoe over here in Malaysia. Wear it or not, I'm not sure, but I will try to definitely put some miles on this, because this heel section will definitely crumble in 5 years time. So I'm gonna stand by my words and just wear my kicks, unless I plan to keep them in the time capsule, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But this is essentially the Nuteks from Axion, Kareem Campbell's signature shoe. There we go, another 360 look for you guys right there. This is what the other side looks like. Let's put those two together. Brooklyn Projects. Spare laces. This is your boy TJ Got Kicks 89. This is the Nuteks from Axion. I'm out.